Wilson from Innovative Dental, and we get a very common question in our practice that I wanted to answer today, and that is, what is the difference between veneers and crowns? And so I understand why it's a common question, because it's the main two ways that dentists restore teeth, and they're used kind of primarily for two different roles. So first would be the dental crown. So you've heard of that before. I say sometimes we call it a cap. But a crown is basically something we use to restore the structure and strength to a tooth that's pretty badly damaged. An example of a crown would be something that typically wraps around the tooth, and I've got a good example of that here. Let me see if I can zoom in and show you that. You see it on my finger? Kinda, sorta, not at all. Okay, there you go. There is an example of a crown. If I were to spin that around, you can see on all different sides, it kind of wraps around the tooth. The top of the crown would look very similar to a natural, let's see here if I can focus. So yeah, top of the crown would look very similar to the top of a natural tooth. So there's an example of a crown. We make these in our office in a single visit with a special type of high strength porcelain, and we glaze them and customize them to bond to the tooth immediately. So that's kind of the main one that you've probably heard of. If you're interested in changing up your smile and improving your smile, you may have heard of the term veneer. A veneer is mostly used to change the shape and shade of a tooth permanently. We can do that with much less reduction and much less tooth removal. So you're able to keep more of your tooth structure, and keeping your tooth stronger obviously is a very good goal for us as dentists, and it's one thing that we have a big advantage over when we do a veneer as opposed to a crown. So if you're interested in having your smile improved, you're gonna want to have a veneer done rather than a crown.